Welcome to November Project, the show, episode 8 or 9. We lost the count with your host, Bojan and...
I cleared my throat. Laura and BG. I want to say that we're coming back with some good energy here.
On the first try, we got this is incredible. We got everybody on the first try. No issues connecting.
The server's up.
I would like to welcome our co-host, the one and only Dan Graham from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Deej, welcome.
Hey guys, I've learned a lot recently, and I'm going to talk less, and I'm going to have less fun. Okay?
No, you should have all the fun.
Just because you told me to, I will.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let's start with the 5-star review.
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Well, wait. Can we intro this 5? Laura?
5-star review.
Five.
For you and me.
Deej.
By Deej.
Who is your 5-star review for, or what?
Well, I think it was almost going to be for me, but it'll be for all the nurses out there. Going to work, working hard. Now, I'm working on a lot of my own sponsorship, so I shouldn't probably. There's a lot of things in the mix.
No, do it. This would be a good platform to get the sponsorships out there. Who do you have?
Well, so there's a sock brand I'm working with, a lot, and but they don't have a brand name yet, so it's hard to promote them because they haven't landed on a brand name. They have a building and some guys. Sorry,
the product is good.
The product, I mean, the socks. There's like they're those real fancy ones that have like a L on one, so you know that goes on the left foot. But they're really having a hard time with a name.
So what things are you doing? You said you're working with them. You said a lot. What?
It's a lot of Zoom calls. That's why I'm so good and comfortable on Zoom. Yeah. So they want me to try on the socks a lot. One thing that you don't, I mean, again, I think we're all sock wearers, but what you don't give a lot of credit to is they want you to try off the socks. Like you take them off. Because like putting them on, honestly, is like it's in a lot of ways, it's the easier part. Okay, I'm done. Let's ask some real questions. Okay, here we go.
Did you running a lot these days?
No, man. I'm like 25 pounds up, and I'm doing all the classic like quarantine, sit around kind of stuff.
But you have an erg. You have an erg in your basement?
I do have an erg, and I think about you guys all the time because the 3 of you were all rowers at Northeastern, right?
Yep.
Laura.
So true.
Yeah.
Right?
Rowers, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Wojciech. Don't forget about Wojciech.
No, I do have an erg, and I've been trying to pull on the thing with the chain as hard as I can. Brogan's giving me some of the numbers you guys used to do. Like, I think mine might be broken because I'm not really I don't think I'm doing it right.
Well, when the social distancing stops, you can get your boy Roger, who is a professional rowing coach, to give you some pointers. Because I can see you be one of those dudes that like hops on the erg and learns the proper technique in a week and then just like pulls a beast time. I can see that.
Okay. Thank you for seeing that in me. I don't yet see that in me, but I'll you have a bigger beard right now.
So little context. Roger, co-leader of NP Milwaukee, and Deej are best friends ever since Laura had a kid, right? So then he rowed at the University of Wisconsin. Deej never rowed. But now you are equals. You and Roger are equals, right? On the machine?
Yeah, just about. Because I have like 35 pounds on him. Like I'm a much bigger beast of a man.
And that's good?
On an erg.
No, totally.
But then what people have told me about the physics of rowing is so there's a boat. Again, it's been a few years for you guys. There's a boat, right? And it sits on the water. And if you're big and strong, the whole boat sinks to the bottom of the river.
Right.
But then you can paddle it up out of the...
Yeah.
Get it out. You could get it out. You can paddle it out. Deej, do you want to give any shout outs while we're still in the intro?
No.
Okay. Let's move right into the meat and potatoes of the show. Deej?
All right. So the reason I called all you guys here today was to ask some quarantine questions. I want to know birth stories. Okay. Laura?
How we were born?
I want. No, I don't know. I know that Laura is kind of this very weird version of herself where she wants to know every birth story that's ever happened out there.
Well, I love birth stories.
You do. Are you gonna have another birth story?
You had a baby born like inches from toilet water. Why would that not be a good story for anybody to hear?
It's probably a good story.
It's probably a good story. So,
but that's for your podcast, right?
Yeah, these are different.
This is a different thing because I can see you. Right.
This is not.
I'll keep practicing telling that story for your podcast.
Thank you.
Deej, what is these days?
Thanks for the context. Yeah.
No, this show, if you've been watching, which it sounds like you kind of have,
I watch.
You almost always corner a guest towards the middle or the end. And I feel like we're still in the beginning with you, but we'll work with it.
Thank God.
And we say stuff like, during these odd times, kind of stressful, maybe terrible. Okay, depends. We're looking to hear some positive things, right?
Yeah.
So give us maybe someone or something. I know you've been teaching outside the windows of a lot of homes.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, yeah, any window really can be a classroom. That's what we say.
What are you seeing that you maybe a person you want to highlight? Like, what's good? I guess that's generally it. What's good right now?
Wow. I mean, there's the cheesy stuff, right? So like we all, because of these days that we're in, you look real close, like too closely. And again, I laughed a little bit about Laura's thing about Connor, and she actually looks more like Bojan as like a work husband kind of guy. But like, I've been looking a lot at my wife, right? And she has had to, in the most stressful of circumstances, learn 1,000 new things. And if she doesn't quite get them right, it could be disaster for, she's for those that don't know, she owns her own dental practice. So if things don't go the way that she's holding on for, it could be, I mean, life-changingly bad for her and her whole staff. And like, there's no stress like that. No one has known stress like that for real. So, I mean, that's been awesome just watching her kind of like, and I think a lot of people are doing it. I just look at her do it every day, just digging in and trying to figure out the puzzle of this whole mess and how it could possibly meander back to 3 years down the road, what our normal is. I don't know. So that's been, I don't know, it's kind of inspiring. It's also a little bit depressing because I'm just like, as a teacher, the schools are closed. Most windows are just closed. And we're just kind of waiting. I mean, we're sending things out. We're having mixed results with the kids. You're just kind of waiting around to see what's gonna shake out. Meanwhile, some people are just busting their ass like never before. So
do you get any direction from officials from schools or like the school boards or whatever on how to teach, how to, like, developmentally, this has to be hard on kids too, right?
Oh, I can't imagine. And I think we're going to learn a lot in the next few years, depending on like when we actually come back to school. We'll be able to finally see like what effect this had on education. But it's got to be bad. I mean, if we're all bored as adults with many, many strategies to deal with, I mean, these kids, they can't leave their houses. They can't, like us, they're all going onto their phones or their gadgets or whatever. Like, it's going to be a very weird time because most of their parents, so I teach at an inner city school, and most of their families, both parents work hard, and they are all, many are essential workers. So the parents are still somehow going to work, and a lot of them are left with like an older sibling at home. No one's really checking on them for school. So like, it's a really tough time. And so that's why, like, with I don't know if on this version of the show yet we mentioned Graham's Garage, but like
Yeah, we do.
I'm trying to make these like goofy videos to like have some version of like joy to education, because what most of us are doing is sending out what looks like homework assignments and having them turn them back in, and then we like hunt down the ones that didn't turn it back in and then try to strategize on how we can get better results. Meanwhile, it's like, I don't know, is this even useful in the end? And I don't think anyone can know, and that's a huge question mark.
Yeah. And so you don't get any directions from like officials on how to do it? You just kind of like digging into your toolbox and trying to figure it out?
Yeah, so it sounds like a lot of schools are doing it very differently. Some schools that are very well equipped, where they can count on their kids and their families to have not only the equipment like a computer or something where they can be watching videos or certain things, but also like internet access for a lot of my families is just, it's hard to count on like all the time. So we've had to kind of bend and break a little bit, and we're like dropping stuff off at certain houses and trying to really like reach out and things like that. But it comes down to basic needs. Like a lot of these families they're really just trying to eat these couple of months. So like to be tracking down homework assignments just isn't the priority for any of us in some of these situations.
Nice work, man. Nice work.
So can we move on from your education life? Because there's another inspiring thing I wanted to highlight about our guest. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Deej, you're the founder of a new movement.
This is why I'm here. This is actually why I'm here.
I know you're doing the tour. You're doing a lot of different podcasts and Zoom recordings. The circuit, if you will. We want to hear the story, kind of the initial, how it started, but COVID 19 minutes of stairs.
Yeah.
How did you come up with this? And what inspired you? Who else is involved? And what's the vision?
Well, thank you for this platform. As you all know very well, I was born in the deep forest of Serbia, and I was a troubled kid of divorced parents growing up, who had an older brother who was just dope at everything, and I also ran track and was pretty serious and competitive about myself, and so it was all of those experiences combined.
I think you forgot the custodian at MIT. Just
that was
math problems in hallways.
That was me too.
Yeah.
And that was, I'm going to do my Boston. You ready? That was Wicked Apples.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So you work on enough marketing teams, you figure out what marketing is, and then you come up with obviously brilliance, which is where COVID 19 minutes of stairs started. My fitness has gone way down. As you guys know, I've qualified for the Boston Marathon 0 times, and my goal lifetime is 0. I won't do it. I'm not gonna try that hard.
Do it.
So I'm not gonna. Like, you guys are very inspiring, and some of you guys stole numbers, I think, to try to run it, band it with a number, but I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
Okay. Is it Marathon Monday right now?
Well, it's Tuesday today.
Tuesday, but sure.
So it can't be on a Tuesday?
I mean, these are odd times as we already established, so everything is possible.
Unprecedented.
Yeah.
But it's still almost impossible for Marathon Monday to be on a Tuesday. Okay, that's fair. So
yeah. But then go back to the beginning, Deej. You cut out there for a second. What gave you the inspiration?
Well, I was getting there. Okay.
For those of you who are just tuning in, and Deej, thanks again for being here. Dan Graham is the founder of COVID 19 Minutes of Stairs. It's 19 minutes of running stairs. It's a hashtag, and it's something to believe in. We just have a couple more questions for you about it, Deej.
It's a lifestyle, Brogan. Shut up. And just know that it's a lifestyle. Okay. So what I was going to with the marathon thing is, like a lot of training programs, you'll build up through the week, you'll do some pace, some speed work, and then you'll do your long runs on the weekend.
Yeah.
I was realizing that every run I ever went on would stop right at 19 minutes, no matter how far I had gone. Even my 18 milers were 19 minutes long, and I'd be done. Yeah. So I looked, as they say, I looked up the hill, and there were some stairs.
And then what did you think?
So,
okay. So, hashtag COVID 19 minutes of stairs.
So you find some stairs and you go running by yourself. Like, we're all lonely, and then you go back on social media, and instead of like the really boring, in my opinion, like, I went out and did my 5.5 miler today, missed my running buddies, like.
This is different. Yeah, I get it. So, and then who are some of your favorite contributors? Because there's people who have done it more than once, right?
Yeah, it's obviously, you guys haven't been part of like a growing movement before, but like this is it's a fitness movement. My brother hasn't done it yet. Laura hasn't done it yet.
I attempted to, but it didn't go.
I have done it.
What is it? Now we got to go backwards. What does it attempted to do it mean, Laura?
I sent you that video.
Oh, yeah, you guys all send those videos that I don't watch. Can I watch it right now? No, just tell me about it. So it didn't work out? You're still holding that pregnancy weight?
Yeah, no, I went running in the afternoon, which I never do because it's the afternoon. So I was like, I'm going to go do stairs, even though there's no stairs around here. But I was like, I'll find stairs. And then I made it half a mile, and then I had to poop. And so then I had to walk home.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's actually, I don't know. I haven't watched every episode. I think you guys, are we at 8 or 9? I know you guys kind of joked about that. You guys
I think 9.
Okay. I don't know if you've talked about this because I haven't watched every minute of every episode. But like, that's one big problem right now with all this. Like, there's really nowhere to poop on a run.
Oh, yeah. Nowhere.
Like, you used to be able to, like, sneak one out, like, in the hotel. Or, like, maybe at, like, you knew a Burger King was coming up a couple miles away. There's not, I mean, you're in yards. We're all going in yards these days.
Yeah.
You're pooping in yards?
Pooping in yards.
I thought that was a we. Are we not? Are we not?
Outside the windows in which he teaches.
Yeah. You don't go and teach later that day in front of those windows.
Once you have a real good idea of which windows look out at the teachers and which ones look out at nothing, you go around to the nothing windows. No one's gonna watch this.
No. I think this is the part of the show where you give a final speech.
Oh, thank God.
But you talk, the couple keywords you have to throw in there are inspiration, togetherness, and brighter days. Those are your phrases. You have to get those 3 in.
Say them again.
Information.
You already forgot.
Togetherness.
IT, information, obviously.
Yeah. Anyway,
I could have gone on a long tirade and you wouldn't have remembered what you had said.
Hey, Deej, thank you for being on episode 9. Your contribution to what we're doing here has been, it's really powerful. So COVID 19 minutes of stairs, if you have kids or adults in your house that want a teacher to come over outside in the lawn, if you have a lawn or not, and where can they find you, Deej? Instagram?
They can find me on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Here's the ones not. Snapchat, not. TikTok, not on TikTok. Google Docs, I think I'm on there. All right. I love you guys. Keep doing it. Don't read the internet comments, guys. You guys are doing a great job.
Thanks, Deej. Thanks for joining us. This was episode 8 or 9 or 10. November Project, the show. You know what we always forget to say? Like subscribe there or one of those things. So
We want people.
And follow Graham's Garage on YouTube, right?
And could we link the most recent garage in the something?
I think we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but we could get
COVID-19 at the stairs and call somebody you love and wash your hands. I mean, what else are we linking? Link everything down.
Yeah, there's a lot of links.
Say information.
Just link all the information down. Click on that information at the bottom.